Hello, Nomad Sculpt, and this is a just for fun video. There was a Facebook question how to create a brown paper bag. Okay, I think the fastest way is, I show you. So something like this. This is the closed version, and I show you also the open paper bag version. So let's start with a new primitive, add a box, and at the top in the three dots menu, change the division, not in this direction, to 1. Here is a option to link all the divisions and change the Y division to 2. Then it looks like this, and you can validate this object. So the next tool is we need the mask tool. Here symmetry is active and mask here these dots or nodes on the mesh, and use the gizmo tool here, and here it's possible to scale it, something like this, and squeeze it here a little bit like this. So, and here in the material, choose the smooth shading option here, turn it to off, then you can see it a little bit better. So it looks like a bag at the moment. Okay, the next thing here is here clear your mask, and here in the symmetry settings change your planes to the Y plane, go back to the gizmo, and here don't forget to activate at the left side the symmetry option. So now it's possible to stretch this whole thing here from the middle, and yeah, it looks nice. Okay, so we can go back with our symmetry plane to the X plane. So, and the next thing here is we use the trim option. So hole filling is off, and use the rectangular function, and please turn symmetry off. So, and trim the top off. So now we have such an open bag, and at the moment, so here in this with this topology, we can control every single point. So with the move tool here and a small radius like this, and here in the symmetry you can also activate the set plane. So now in every direction the symmetry works. So when you move here, we have to turn on symmetry on the left side. So now we can here deform our bag, so like you want. Okay, and you see here is a problem with a square fold here, or it's not okay. This one is okay, and it's possible to change the orientation of this folds. So here in the settings there's a debug setting, and here in the development or developer submenu here, you find here the options quad, flip quad split. So checkbox, turn it on, and then tap with your finger on the on the quads, or and flip the order of this quads. So you have to look a little bit against the light here to see the correct folds here. so that they are all in the same direction. So something like this. Yeah, I think it's okay. So, yeah, I think we have a nice back. So turn this option off when you're, when you've done all the changings here. And the next thing here, I use the move tool a little bit to create such a folding. So here you can use here the split option. Make sure that hole filling is off and use the rectangular and split here the mesh one time, maybe 2 times. So I have to select this. And here in the hierarchy, select all the meshes and join them. So here you can test if separate works, then it's correct. If it's not possible to separate the objects. So now you have more topology. And here with a cell mask, you can mask this part here. And you can here invert it and then use the gizmo. So, oops, not in this direction. Oh, I think symmetry is active. So now you can here rotate it with a gizmo. Something like this. And if you like, you can clear the mask and use again the cell mask here. Invert the mask, gizmo. I think you understand. So you can deform this back here a little bit, like you want. Then clear the mask. And when you think it's nice, there's an option here. Here in the decimation option, you can set here the target triangles to 100%. Then here checkbox uniform faces, and here the checkbox preserve borders. So when you now decimate your object, your quad splits became a real mesh. So now you see here the black lines. I go back. So at this moment, this is not a real mesh here, or so. Okay, decimated. And if you like more poly count, here you can use a multi-resolution and with a linear subdivision. So you can subdivide it a few times. Here you see then your mesh. And now let's see here when you use smooth shading here. And let's use post-processing. And with multi-resolution we can check the shading here of the mesh. So you see here now nicer edges. So it's up to you. You can smooth it a little bit out or not. So like you want. and then give it a color, paint all. So now you have a brown paper bag. Okay, that's it. Have fun with sculpting. Ciao.